Just a quick update on the Australian totals. 502 deaths. I'm not going to get into this. What I want to show you here is the cases in aged care services. Just before that, look at this beautiful up and down, break up and down. Beautiful, beautiful fudged figures. You can't tell me that's not fudged. There's no ups and downs. I've said it 100 times. But anyway, here we got in Australia 313 deaths out of 502 are in aged care. What's that, 62%? If you can't see something there, well, I don't know. Actually, you got in-home care as well. So you got another 7 deaths you can add to that. So it's virtually 320 out of 502. But what's important here, Australia 1745 cases, 1,682 cases in Victoria, and you can add the 61 in New South Wales, forget about the rest, but out of the 1,682 cases, 36 have recovered, God knows how, being in their old age, but that's, you know, who can believe that? But anyway, 282 have died. So if you take a percentage of those that have recovered and those who have died, it's about 1 to 8. 1 to 8. So you can guarantee here, out of these 1,682, if you take that 1 to 8 recovery rate, that's going to be 200 that are going to recover. So that means in the next days, weeks, 1,400 people in Victoria are going to die from aged care. 1,400 guaranteed people will die if you take this 1 to 8 case. Then you can add on your New South Wales, which is virtually 1 to 1, so there'll be another 30 there. A lot of people, they're going to be loving using the numbers in the next few weeks or so. They're all coming from aged care homes. Here is another 10. You've got this ratio, well, 1 to 5. So that's another 10 you're going to have from in-home care recipients. So get ready, folks. Plenty of deaths coming on the way, according to this. All these aged care people, all these aged care that, you know, so going by this, there's going to be a lot of deaths coming up in the next, you know, a few weeks that they can use, that can show us that, look at all these deaths, more deaths in aged care homes. That's where they're all coming from. All these people here, the 1,682, they're the ones that virtually got days or weeks to live anyway. But they're going to use them as COVID deaths. If people can't freaking see what's going on here, they really need a brain transplant, to be honest, because it's so freaking obvious. The numbers here are totally aged care, and they've got nothing to do with coronavirus. As we see here, out of the 282 plus 4, 286 in Victoria, 286 out of 415 have been in aged care. I mean, it's more, but even that, three quarters are in aged care. And the rest are in hospital, taken out of aged care, whatever. No one's dying in their own homes from this. I don't know how much more, you know, I need to show you. It's funny enough looking at this. This is interesting. Yeah, yeah, very interesting. I never thought of this. As you can see, the deaths by age, virtually 130-year-old, which was fake, 142-year-old, which was fake, So really no one under 50 has died. And we've got here 80 and 70, sorry, 80 and 60. We got 140 people 90 plus. 140 out of, what do we say, 500 are 90 plus. Then you can add the 190, about nearly 200. 200 between 80 and 90. 200 out of 500 are between 80 and 90. That's what I say there, 140. 340 out of 502 are 80 plus. Then you can even add the 70 plus, another 60, nearly another 100. I mean, come on! Come on! This is not a pandemic. This is using old people with the flu. But go back to this. This is very important. It seems like the cases for the elderly are lower as you go out. Look, they got the bullshit cases in the 20s, in the 20s, 20 to even 20 to 40, high numbers, but not a single death. All these cases from the younger people, not a single death. What's going on here? Oh, sorry, he had a runny nose. All these people have just had a runny nose. Morons that got tested, because the test is all bullshit. None of them are dying. But here, the smallest cases are the ones that are dying. What's going on here? The smallest cases are the ones that have got the highest deaths. No, it's just fudge, because that should be high as well. It just shows, 500. Virtually, if you've tested positive and you're over 80, you're going to die. That's what that's saying. But the fact is, every aged care person would test positive. So it's bullshit. But yeah, everyone that's tested positive is going to die, whereas anyone under 50 that tests positive ain't going to die. And look at this. Over 5,000 people between 20 and 29, 5,000 people tested positive cases. None of them died. None of them died. It's bullshit. Why aren't these people dying? Oh, because they haven't got underlying health conditions like these 70, 80, 90, 100-year-olds. Wake the fuck up, people, for Christ's sake. If you can't see what's going on here, I mean, this could be blown out of the water within a matter of hours if people could see that this is all bullshit. That they're just using the aged. 5,000 people between 20 and 29 and not one death. But yet, everyone that tests positive, the numbers here, virtually, they're all dying. They're all dying, as it shows here. 282 deaths in Victoria. 36 recovered. Virtually all of them that tested positive died. So 1,400 people are going to die in the next few weeks. And people are going to go, wow, it's getting worse. No, it's not getting worse. They're just old people waiting with the leg, not waiting. They've got their leg in the grave, 1 foot in the grave. And they're going to be classed as COVID. Anyway, if you can't wake up now, you'll never wake up.